Hello friends, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Few days ago I filmed for you absolutely pristine, beautiful cream puff 2000 Tacoma with only 95,000 miles, which my old customer recently purchased, and we were doing the detail inspection, and it was beautiful, and there was no work for me on that vehicle basically at all, just few minor things. And today we are on the opposite side of the spectrum. We still have a Toyota. It's a 99 4Runner, so they are 1 year from each other, from the Taco. The way they were born, only 1 year difference. They have the same engine, they are 4-wheel drive, but this one has 242,000 miles. So it's complete opposite story. And I just started the detail inspection, and I'm finding out that this one is complete opposite of that low mile Taco on amount of work and maintenance I can get on this. When I met first time the owner, we were talking in the parking lot about this beauty. She was excited, she's the new owner. And she said, oh yeah, I did one of the maintenance. I replaced the engine air filter. It was really bad, so I replaced that immediately. Well, I really enjoyed that she told me she did change that. I love that. And I started my inspection. So after that, I removed the muff, and I just filmed that in different video. The buildup of the mud and dirt on that wire, it's absolutely crazy. And she either can follow our videos and do it herself, or she will have to pay for it, unfortunately. The problem is, it's just beginning. We just barely scratched the surface. So I removed that muff and saw that. Then we looked together in the throttle body, and we saw how dirty that is. So that should be clean too, because it includes that IAC, and the dirt will be coming in, or it is inside. So this needs to be maintained too. I'm sorry for the garage door, but it's super windy outside. Then I continue with automatic transmission fluid, and sure enough, it's dark. The good news, you can use Dextron 3 in this, because it's older vehicle, so the cost of fluid is not so large, but it's dark, it's burnt, and it should be flushed. Then I continue with my movement through here. The power steering fluid was pretty clear, so that's exception, but I pulled the spark plug. Fortunately, there is a correct Denso. It's a twin tip, as you know them. Will it focus on it? Please, I have it in the center nicely. Here we go. So it's then twin tip, you know those puppies, right? So it's correct, but if you look in the detail, there is buildup on the tips, and they are kind of burnt away a little bit from that center. So in the future, that should be replaced too. Well, it just keeps going on and on, because when you look on the drive belts, for example, the drive belts, when they were in different position, there was a Toyota print on it, so that was great. But the moment I turned the drive belt around, you can see all these cracks. So all these 3 drive belts has to be replaced soon, depending how adventurous you are and how long you want to push it. Look at the valve cover. Well, unfortunately, this valve cover is leaking oil. On the other side, it's even worse. So that's too bad, because she said she already smelled that burnt oil in the cabin. She was like, what is it? I'm like, yeah, let me show you. It's right here. These are the valve covers. So that also needs to be actually dealt with soon. She doesn't want to be smelling that burnt oil in the cabin. You look on the brake fluid, well, it's dark, it's contaminated. That should be dealt with too. And when I started actually this inspection, I did the test drive first, as you can imagine, and I also scanned the computer, no codes, vehicle smoked perfectly, no problem, run and pours nicely, there's no hesitation and anything. But if you think of this ownership as a long term, you either do all this work yourself, hopefully, or unfortunately, it will cost you a bunch of money. Oh, I didn't mention the sticker on the timing belt. Let me show you that. Because so far this is the most costly item, again, unfortunately for her. So we immediately saw, this sticker comes with Toyota timing belt. But it's absolutely unreadable. There's no way to read anything. And that's weird because this sticker comes in two parts. It's the bottom one, this gray. You write on it and then you put over it clear, like a clear coat, clear part of the sticker. It's a two pieces. And that prevents this happening. So I don't know who installed it, if they didn't know what they are doing, or what happened with it. But that's another very costly maintenance item, timing belt. And I would like to bring up important point. If you're buying one of these older vehicles, have it inspected, unless you are the expert. Write down the whole list. And when you will be negotiating the price for that vehicle, be aware how much these repairs, it's not even repairs, it's the maintenance, how much this maintenance to keep it nice and running for a long time, how much that will cost you. Because as you can see what we just mentioned, that list which I have here, I'm only barely halfway. I didn't even lift it up yet. There will be more surprises under, obviously, as you can imagine. But it's already becoming pretty expensive. So I'm hoping for her, she got a great price for it. And she will not get all, in panic mode when I will present her detailed inspection report and the prices and the priorities, how we should be dealing with it. So I want to share this with you in this video. If you're buying this higher mileage 4Runners, tacos and so on, always make sure that you inspect the whole vehicle and you know how much it will cost you in the short and long term run to keep it running perfectly. When I continued this inspection underneath the vehicle, I didn't find anything surprising or shocking. There were a few maintenance small items, but my very last part of inspection is remove the wheel, remove the drum, and to see how are the rear brake drum shoes. And this is what I discovered. The drum didn't want to come off. It was kind of stuck. I have to come actually from behind here and use that opening to turn the wheel, release them a little bit, and only after that I was able to pull the drum off. I showed you the shoe which is in the back, which is always thicker than the one which is facing towards to the front of the vehicle. And pay attention right here. Do you see how thin this brake shoe is? I hope the camera showed it. This basically area which has non-existent pad. It's right here. If you look at it, there's nothing left. So I was thinking how I will be doing today valve covers. However, this changes absolutely everything. The lack of the material on that front brake shoe changed the day, changed our plans, and we will be today replacing for the new owner these rear brake shoes. What do you say? It's basically, there's nothing left. It's like a paper here. Pretty incredible. It's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya!